Hello, Africa refugees. Today, I just wanted to say something which is so important and also which is so short, but I just wanted to say something useful. And I know some of you will not understand, but some of you will understand it. And this is so important. And I just want the whole world, just to listen this message. Okay. And first of all, we Africa refugees are just wasting our time here in Egypt without no school, medication, and protection. And these three things are basic for humans. And our children are just being in depression because all the youth or the young people have no school or there is no course. They'll just spend their time in the village because of depression. They just do something which is not usual, that the youngest people which is usually don't have to do, which means they are just killing their time, precious time. And it's not, this is not a legitimate. I mean, the UNHCR Egypt, if they are just working properly with the law of the UNHCR, they have to do something for these young refugees, because this generation is our future, for the future, I mean, for the world too. And also about the medication, so many people are not getting enough medication or full medication. Imagine when you call to the UNHCR and ask for a medication, they will say that you have to go to Caracas. And when we go to Caracas, it is impossible to get in there. I mean, imagine if someone is very sick and not cannot, have, stable. They're not stable economically. From Indonesia to Caracas, from Caracas to another Caracas in Saint Andrew. I mean, they're just playing in this, wasting our time. Even they're not supporting this kind of, weak refugees economically, even physically. They're not just supporting financially too. There is not transportation. For example, people that they cannot walk, which means they cannot use the public transportation. There are peoples we cannot, who cannot walk but have no wheelchair. How is that possible? That person can use a public transportation. If that person don't have money, that person is going to die because of what? Lack of a medication. Imagine the whole world is not looking at us. It's because what? We have to stand together and just tell the whole world that our problems, raise up our voice. We have to support each other, not saying that Sudani refugee, we're Syrian refugee or something like that. But we have to say, we have to raise up our voice as a one African refugees. We have to decide something which is permanently, will change our situation. Even if I mean, a sick person, if they went to the Caracas, the people will not give him, enough, information or something, service too. They'll just tell you to go to another government hospital. They will not even give you a help by saying that, okay, we will provide you medication. Okay, if you don't have money, we will give you the money for transportation and also for other any kind of services. They will just tell you that after going to Caracas, they will tell you go to the government hospital. That person does refugee. He's a refugee, and she is refugee. Come on, these people don't have money. A refugee means a person who left the country because of some kind of things, problem, some kind of persecutions, and now they are not giving them a protection, giving us a protection. They're not giving us a medication. There is no school. Uh-huh. They're not even supporting us financially. I mean, £400, come on. It's not even for anyone else at this time, especially. I mean, what they are doing is like, to making, some refugees, shutting up our mouths or something like that. No, no, no. It don't have to be. It doesn't have to be like that. When especially at this time, when we call to the UNHCR and ask for protections, they will say that we don't provide a protection, a private protection. We will just give an international protection. What kind of protection? They say, for example, for a person who is detained or prisoned. So so just to take him out or taking her out from the prison or something like that. Only this one, so that person will not return back to their country. Only they will just do or give a protection for this kind of person, only for detained person. Otherwise you will not get any kind of protection. They stopped. Why they stopped? Because if someone asks them for a protection, and what will be next, that person will be resettled. So they don't want to give us a resettlement country. That's why they are not providing us a protection. I know how they are working, and everyone know how they are working and for whom they are working too. It's obvious that we are African refugees and that they are not working for us. Legally, they are not working for us. They are not working with the law of the UNHCR. So what we have to do is not only talking about it. I mean, we have to, as I told you last time, we have to take these things serious. This is not something easy, please, people. The whole world, the USA, Australia, Canada, England, and the Europa Unions, and also the African Unions, I mean, have to listen this. The whole world have to listen this. Please, the world leaders have to listen this. We Africa refugees in Egypt are in danger situation. So many people are facing unbelievable, unbelievable, a dangerous situation here. Because of whom? Because of the UNHCR Egypt. All of the UNHCR Egypt organization are now working legally. Trust me. People, you have to, the whole world have to investigate this thing. Have to come and investigate this thing. This thing have to be investigated. We are in danger, in trouble. In trouble. People are spending all the night, you know, because why? Because of to get a medication outside the UNHCR. People are sleeping outside the UNHCR gates. Hey, the whole world have to see this. Share it. Why? No one, wanted to spend the night outside of their home, outside of their house. Why they are doing this is because the refugees want a protection, especially protection, a medication. They are killing, the UNHCR Egypt is killing our future, the youngest future. Our, the young people are in depression, anxiety, and some many things. People, my mothers, women are in worry. It's like slavery, modern slavery. it shouldn't have to be like that. I mean, we have to raise up our voice and say something which is so useful for everyone. I'm sorry to say so many things because this is what I have, you know, in my heart, in my mind, and also what I have to say. This is so important for all of us. Just saying something like this, I know it's not, easy, but we have to stand together and raise up our voice. Please, people, we have to do something. We have to decide something. If we get together, if we stand together, we can change. We can make a change. Seriously, we can do something. And thank you again for listening to me. And I hope this, you know, speech will do something, important for the Africa refugees, which will be, so helpful. And again, thank you so much. And just discuss. Let's discuss on this thing, especially on the street transportation and medication, and also school. We're not getting resettlement countries and so many things. We have our own problems. Let's just say something and do something too. And again, thank you so much for listening.